everyone. I'm Miss Brand, and I'm the teen librarian at the Smithtown building. Today, my fellow teen librarians and I will be telling you about some of our favorite books. One series that I really love is Lumberjanes by Noelle Stevenson. The series follows a group of 5 best friends who are determined to have an awesome summer together. But the Lumberjanes are a little bit more than your average Girl Scouts, and this has turned out to be a little bit more than your average summer. The girls have witnessed a couple of strange things at camp this year. A woman has turned into a giant bear right before their eyes. They've met some 3-eyed foxes and a river monster and a pack of yetis. There's definitely some magic going on here. What the girls don't realize is that they've stumbled onto a much bigger mystery, and it's a mystery that holds the fate of the world in the balance. The Lumberjanes themselves are the kind of girls that everybody wants to be friends with. They're smart, they're witty, they're brave, and it's no wonder that the motto of their summer camp is friendship to the max. If I had to pick a favorite Lumberjane, I would pick Ripley. She's so funny. She cracks me up every issue by always managing to find her way into trouble. She's the smallest of the group and she's also the youngest, but she's also always the first to jump into action when her friends find themselves in a tricky situation. Plus, she loves kittens and I love kittens. Lumberjanes is a heartwarming and funny series, and I would recommend it to teens who love action and adventure books. Each issue of the series is short, but the cliffhangers will always leave you wanting more. It's a really good thing that the series is currently ongoing. Download Lumberjanes by Noelle Stevenson from Hoopla today.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Alexander, the teen librarian at the Smithtown Library Comeback Building. And I just wanted to tell you about one of the books that is one of my all-time favorite teen books. It's called The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. It's about this young girl, Blue Sargent, who lives with her mom and all of her half-aunts. They're all psychic, except for Blue only is able to amplify their psychic ability. So she helps her aunt by going to this church on St. Mark's Day, where all the spirits of those who are going to die that year are walking the ley lines, so that way her aunt can write down all of the names and tell the people in the community if they're going to die or not. And she sees this boy, this teenage boy, and she doesn't know why she can see him. So she gets his name, and all this boy who is soaking wet tells her is that his name is Gansey. She asks her aunt why she can see him, and her aunt tells her that either it's her true love or she killed him. So fast forward a little bit, and she ends up meeting this boy Gansey and all of his friends at the pizza place that she works at. Now, Gansey is a student at Aglenby, which is a rich prep high school type thing, and he is on a mission to find this dead Welsh king, Glendower. So him and his friends are searching for this dead king, and supposedly if you find this king and wake him, he will give you kind of grant you a wish type thing. So she ends up getting wrapped up in his quest for Glendower, and the book is just beautiful. It's filled with magic, it's filled with mystery, there's a murder, there's some love story in it. It just has a little bit of everything for everyone. I was able to download it on Libby, but honestly, one of my favorite ways to read this book is to listen to the audiobook. It's narrated by Will Patton, and he just does such an amazing job. You end up getting lost in the descriptions that Maggie Stiefvater writes about the woods and how this magic woods, caves, water is just, it's just beautiful. And there's just something for everyone in there. And it's also part of a 4-book cycle. So the story's not over after the first one, and there's a lot more for you to read, and it's just, each book gets even better. The characters, Gansey's friends are very, very interesting, and it's a lot of fun to read, and I hope you check it out. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, I'm Miss Chris, the Smithtown Library's teen librarian at the Kings Park building, and today I'm going to tell you about the book The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee. The historical fiction book takes place in post-Civil War Atlanta, Georgia. Jo Kwan is a 17-year-old Chinese-American girl who secretly lives in a hidden basement that was built for the Underground Railroad. The house above is a publishing house for a local newspaper. When she hears that the paper isn't doing well, she decides to start anonymously writing a Dear Miss Sweetie advice column, where she shares her forward-thinking ideas on women, race, and society. So the column's a huge success, but some people aren't pleased with Jo's equal rights ideals, and they try to start to find out who Miss Sweetie really is. And this could send Jo to jail and destroy everything she has. So Jo is a really strong character with a great sense of humor. By day, she works as a lady's maid to this spoiled daughter of one of Atlanta's rich family, and her observation on high Southern society and sassy remarks will have readers laughing and shaking their heads with her. She's rebellious yet caring, and isn't afraid to stand up for what she believes in. Since this book is historical fiction, it would be great for school reports as well. It tells the story of 1890 in Atlanta from a unique perspective, since Jo is Chinese American and most stories from that era are about people who are either black or white. It shows that she must also deal with prejudice and addresses real events like streetcar segregation and the female suffrage movement. It's a great book that I hope that you'll check out, and it is available on Overdrive and Libby.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Colleen and I'm the Teen Services Librarian at the Smithtown Library in Nesconset building. Today I'd like to share with you a book that I recently read and I absolutely love it. It's called With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This story follows a high school senior. Her name is Imani Santiago. She's actually a young mother. She got pregnant her freshman year of high school. So she's a mom. Her daughter Emma is probably about 3 years old. She was raised by her abuela, because her father lives in Puerto Rico and her mother actually died during childbirth. So really all she's known is the love from her abuela, and now she is a mother to her daughter Emma. We follow Imani's journey because it's a really special one. She loves to cook. She's so great in the kitchen. Everything that she touches and makes in the kitchen is just magical. It's delicious. Everyone loves it. Her passion, her love is shown through her food. And she really tries to balance. She works a part-time job. She goes to school at the local charter school. She takes care of her grandmother. She takes care of her daughter. She's a great friend, but she really does have a barrier up. She doesn't let herself feel loved. You know, she is not in the best place with her daughter's father, and I feel like she kind of put up a wall with that. And she has to make some big decisions as a high school senior. Does she want to go to college? Does she want to skip college and just get a job? And for her, it is a big decision, because if she does go to college, she's going to rack up these student loans. How is she going to afford to pay for Abuela and Emma? And if she just gets a job, is she really just selling herself short because she has such amazing talents? So in the book, we see that she gets to go on this trip to Spain with her school, and it really is life-changing for her. She gets to work with a famous Spanish sous chef, and it's just a wonderful experience. She really comes out of her shell. She lets herself, feel emotions with this boy in her class, Malachi, and, he builds her up so much. He supports her. He supports her as a young mother. So she really finally lets her guard down and becomes close with Malachi. And she comes home and she really has to start making big decisions with Emma's father and the relationship that they have together to become a blended family. And we really see her progression of being very introverted, where she really starts coming out of her shell, and she does have to make these big decisions. And it's a really great realistic fiction novel. If you are in high school, or if you see some big decisions coming your way, I think you'll really enjoy this book. And you could download it right from our Libby app onto your tablet or your smartphone, and you can access that right on our website, www.smithlib.org, and you'll find more programs and information there.